As the students come up to the teacher's desk, they're going to bring three things. They're going to bring the bag that has the charger. It will already have a label on it. The student will also bring the check-in sheet with a label already on it, and these will be pre-printed for you, and we will give those to you. We just drawn these for this demonstration. And they will also bring to you their MacBook. As they bring their MacBook to you, the MacBook should be brought to you unpowered, and you're going to sit it down on the desk with the Apple facing up, looking at, because that's the way it is on the sheet. You will have a sheet of removable labels, and you will match up the student with the student on your removable labels, and you will put the label in the upper right corner as you're looking at the Apple. And once again, it's going to be important that the teacher put this sticker on, because this is a removable label. All the other labels that the students are going to have on their sheets are not removable labels, so it's important that the teacher do this so that the student doesn't put the incorrect label on there. As I'm looking at here, I have my highlighter, I have my checklist. I'm going to go top to bottom, left to right. I'm looking for dents and dings. This looks good. I'm going to flip it over to the bottom. I'm going to make sure it has an asset tag on it. I'm looking for dents and dings. This is also a good time, since you're going to have to eventually, to check the asset tag number and verify it against the pre-printed asset tag number that's here on the student. So this was 15273. Hopefully the student brought up the sheet that has 15273 on there, and all is well. Now I'm not noting if that there, if there's a problem, I'm noting that here, but this is just a good time to do that. What I'm really looking for here is dents, dings, scratches. This all looks good. I'm not placing a check mark or anything on it because I want this to be a clean sheet if this is a clean computer. Top and bottom look good. I'm going to flip it back over. I'm going to open it up. I'm looking at the keyboard, the corners. That all looks good. I'm looking at the screen. So far it looks good. I will be powering it up in just a second, so it'll give me a better view. I see no dents, scratches, no stickers, anything on these, so I'm moving down to the other statements. Asset tag number is correct. So I'm not highlighting that. Computer is powered. I'm going to hit the power button. Assuming it comes on, I'm not highlighting that. Battery. I will take the charger that's at my station. I will plug it in, make sure a light comes on. I don't care what color the light is, I just want to make sure a light comes on. That's good, so I'm not checking it. The hinge. It's staying up by itself. It's not falling down either direction. That's good. Screen. Now it's powered up. I have a better look at the screen. There are no scratches. Keyboard. I'm just making sure the keys feel like they're supposed to. Trackpad, again, I'm just randomly clicking, making sure that I hear that click just like it would be on your computer, making sure that there's no upraised trackpad. And then the last thing I need to do is check out the ports. So I'm just going to pop this off. I'm going to go ahead and hit the shutdown button on this. I'm looking at the ports. They look good. There's nothing stuck in them. I'm going to leave the screen up while it's shutting down. I'm going to ask the student, is there anything that needs to be repaired this summer? Because although you've done a visual check, they may report something to you that might not be obvious to you. If they don't say anything, I'm leaving that blank. And now this is powered down. I'm going to check their bag. This student has brought in the power cord. They brought in this little duck head piece, and they brought in the main brick. So I'm not circling anything there. I will have the student sign off on it. Once they sign off, then it's time for me to, since it's a clean sheet, no highlights on it, it will go in the blue bin, and I'm going to stick it so that when I stick it in the back of the bin, I can see the student number in the upper right corner. I will drop the bag in this side, and this sheet will go into this folder. The next student will bring their computer to me. Same thing, they're going to bring me the bag with their charger, they're going to bring me their sheet, they're going to bring me their Mac. I'm going to turn it this way with the Apple up. I'm going to make sure I have the correct student on here, put it in the upper right corner. Do my checklist again. This one, I can see there's a dent there. I'm going to put a highlight there. There is a dent here. There is a dent here. There's a dent there. There's one there. And that's it for the top. I'm going to turn it over. Asset tag, I'm going to check the asset tag number. It is correct. I see a dent right there. Flip it over, look at the keyboard. Keyboard looks okay. Inside the keyboard, I can see that there's an upraised area right there. These corners look fine. Screen, there's a dent right there. Now, asset tag was correct, so I'm not going to highlight that. Power, I want to see if it powers up. It does. Battery, plugging this in. I do have a light. Hinge, that part is correct. Screen, nothing appears to be broken with the screen. Keyboard, all the keys feel fine. Trackpad clicks, looks fine. Ports, once again, I can look at it this way and take this off if it makes it easier. The ports look okay. I'm going to go ahead and hit shut down on the screen. Leave the screen open until it completely shuts down. Ask the student if there's anything that needs to be repaired this summer. If they tell me something that I haven't already noted, I would go ahead and make that note there. There's also room over here in the margin if you need to make a note, such as this was it's very questionable whether or not this was even damaged. It's a very small amount of damage, so I may even make a little note and put a question mark or put insignificant, something like that. This is shut down. I can close the lid. I'm checking they have the cord, they have the duck head, they have the brick. If any of these pieces were missing, I would go ahead and mark it. Anything that's below this bold line here, if I circle anything here, that doesn't mean it goes in the black box. If they're missing a charger piece, that just means they're missing a charger piece. We're noting it so that we know that they get the correct pieces back next year. If this part were clean, even if something's highlighted here, it would still go in the blue box. The previous computer went in the blue box because it was a completely clean sheet up here. This one is not a clean sheet, so it is going in the black box. So I'm going over to my black box. Sheet goes in. Computer goes toward the back so that I can see the tag in the upper right corner. And then this bag will go here, and I would continue the process, stacking the computers on one side, keeping the bags on this side until that bin is full. Once I fill that bin, I will get a new bin and continue the process at that point.